What's up, guys? Josh here with ATX Guitar Lessons. In this lesson, we're continuing with our blues lessons, blues variations, talking about a swing shuffle here, which we've done in the past with past lesson with open strings, open root notes, but we're going to use this fretted or barred version. And so the things you want to remind yourself of are what finger you're going to use for that middle note, right? Where the root note is on the 5th string of 6th fret of the 5th fret of the 6th string is A, right? Root note for the 1 chord. And then 5th fret of string 5, root note for the 4 chord, and then 2 frets up on that same string, fret 7 of string 5 is E, the root of our 5 chord. And this is a movable shape, right? If I just shifted everything, all of those up 1 half step or down 1 half step or up 3 half steps, whatever. I have blues in a different key, right? Just like we were talking about with the chords. So, other thing you want to remind yourself of since we're talking about swing is that triplet feel, the swing eighths, the lazy 8th note, the bop, da, da, ba, da, up, that kind of hop along feel, right? Triplet, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, right? Borrowing that triplet rhythm, extracting that middle 8th note count, triple, taking that out, triplet, triplet, and then just changing our count to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we start to get that swing feel. When you're doing this and you're learning, I don't think I said this in the other video we were talking about this, you're probably going to revert to counting straight 8th notes if you feel very comfortable with counting straight 8th notes, because it's what you're used to hearing. All right? It's just like if you're trying to teach your left hand something different to do, you really have to think about that. Teaching a old dog new tricks, right? Kind of, we're very stubborn creatures, and we will revert back to what we're used to because it's what our wiring understands. So we really have to kind of rewire that stuff. And to me, that's one of the really cool things is when you learn how to do that efficiently and effectively, it just revolutionizes the way you look at guitar. So something to think about. Anyways, let's play through it. We've done all the other, talking about all the other ideas that we need to for this lesson in previous lessons, right? Applying the fingers to the shuffle pattern, barred and fretted. Kind of getting this muted sound with our index finger laying over those higher strings. And how to feel that triplet. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So one question that might pop into your head is, well, what is the difference between swing and straight in terms of the musical feel? So, the musical feel is very different, right? You might hear even 8th notes on a more blues rock sound. And you might hear a swing shuffle. Well, I guess that could be just standard blues, but swing really comes from jazz for the most part, and then was applied to blues. But anyways, it's very different. Even if you were to take the same song, play it both ways, it would have a very different feel, because the swing feel is just makes you move differently. A very straight feel is just kind of rushed and feels very march-like, even, and very rock and roll. So a little bit faster, and then we'll be done here. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... All right, guys, have fun with that. If you have questions about what variations we can do with some of these shuffles, what notes we can add, I'll be doing some of those on my own anyways. But there's a lot of little things that you can add for extra flavor, and maybe I'll just do a separate lesson on that. Little things that you can add once you have this foundation down, then it's pretty easy to add stuff. So that's why the foundation, the fundamentals are very, very important. Have fun, like, subscribe. See you next lesson.